This anthropological project had as its first objective trying to understand how people use mobile phones here in Western Kenya. M-Pesa is a mobile money sending service that was introduced in Kenya in 2007. Since then, it has become extremely popular. Many development economists approach the study of mobile money from a financial inclusion perspective. This project takes an anthropological approach. It sees the practices of mobile money as a part of an existing social and cultural background. This area is a rapidly changing but still predominantly rural area. People are involved in agriculture, but also many other ways of making a living. Trading, having small shops. One important source of income is mobile money remittances. Remittances have a variety of purposes in Western Kenya.
Ebulwale nalwala eja nanyolekana nda accident mara omundu wandumira gisende narumikira kaba japu ni wandumira mara chanjenda.
Kama ukitaka kununua ng'ombe ama kujenga nyumba, ani shughuli kubwa kubwa, ama mtu amekosa school fees, unaweza kuenda ukatransfer ukamsaidia.
Remittances have economic uses, but they also have important social meanings. They express caring and create relationships based on the exchange of assistance.
When I'm just feeling good and I have a little money, then sometimes I'll send it to something to my grandmothers.
For urban or international migrants, they are a way of maintaining social relationships and social presence in a community. There's an interesting duality to the mobile phone. On the one hand, mobile phones create connections and relationships.
I think M-Pesa has made relationships stronger, and they help you save on time and energy and money.
On the other hand, mobile phones also highlight the ability of individuals to create and shape their networks. They give individuals a lot of autonomy or agency in shaping their connections with others. People use mobile money to participate in groups.
Through mobile, it's easy for people to send their monthly subscriptions or contributions.
A quarter of the money that is contributed in steering committees when we have funerals is by this.
This concept of money pooling has become very, very common, and I found it to be widely used amongst siblings, family groups, but also students. In order to understand how money circulates in groups, I've been using social network analysis to actually draw the pathways of mobile money remittances in families and groups. As an example, Sarah is a Maragoli woman living in Kimilili. Her mother was the third wife of a polygynous man. At his death, the other wives chased her mother away from the homestead. They moved to Kimilili, where Sarah's older sister Joyce married a Dutch man. Joyce now lives in Holland and sends Sarah $200 to $300 each month. She uses the funds to support her friend and fellow seamstress, Cecilia. She also sends remittances to her brother, her mother's brother, and her mother's sister's children. Her 20-year-old niece, Flora, attends an accounting college. Flora receives the most remittances in this network. She receives money from her mother, her aunts, and her uncles. Using mobile communication, individuals like Sarah can shape networks based on dormant kinship ties and on the existing importance of siblings in Kenyan families. The project drew mobile money graphs for 14 families. This allowed us to examine the main properties of the networks. They are based around groups of siblings. They are often connected to other groups of siblings by relationships of descent or marriage. Men and women participate equally in these networks, and people of all ages and genders can become central in networks. Furthermore, these networks are dense. Individuals have many connections to other individuals. These are properties that maximize the distribution of mobile money across a family group. They represent the way long-term traditions of mutual support and reciprocity are now expressed through the medium of mobile phone use. One thing we found was that women tend to receive a lot of remittances. Just because women receive a lot of remittances doesn't necessarily mean that they benefit from them in ways that we expect.
I know my grandmother, she has many friends and they'll come to her for help. They'll be like, my sons are not working and I have this problem, can you help me out? So they'll be like reaching out to her for help.
So the ethic of generosity also places pressure on people to recirculate remittances to a certain degree. The individuality of mobile money and mobile phones often means that the secrecy, the privacy, and the exclusion that is allowed by mobile phone communication is very important.
People use their phones as a way to shut out people that they don't want to talk to.
People try to manage their participation in these groups that circulate money by turning off their phone. In an extreme case, you could even get a new SIM card, which is often taken to mean that you want to sever contact indefinitely. We met many people who complained about the ability of mobile phone connections to disrupt other important social relationships.
A husband may beat his wife because of the phone.
Mobile phones have caused marriage breakages in our country.
Mobile money has empowered individuals to create a networked self. In so doing, it has allowed individuals to create new connections, but also to sever connections. Social life in Kenya is being dramatically changed by the use of the mobile phone, as individuals create more control over the social connections that they produce and participate in.